Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Truth Room. This is not a room made of walls or windows. It is a space we create every time we choose honesty over fear, courage over silence, and humanity over judgment. Here, we do not point fingers. Here, we open palms. Here, we do not whisper. Here, we speak loudly, even about the things the world prefers to ignore. To our new viewers joining us today, Karura. To our returning truth seekers, Asantanini. You are the heartbeat of this journey. Today, we step into our 4th episode, and once again, we walk straight into the conversations that shape our lives, our youth, our health, and our future. So settle down. Breathe in. Let the truth find you. If you open Strava today, if you scroll through the numbers, the maps, the achievements, you might think Kenya's youth are running their way into the healthiest generation the country has ever seen. In Nairobi, a typical Sunday morning looks like this. Groups of young people in matching cycling jerseys flying down Forest Road. Runners stretching at Karura, checking their watches, adjusting their shoes, setting new personal records. Photos of medals, elevation charts, split times, and motivational captions. Strava softly whispers, our youth are active. Our youth are disciplined. Our youth are health conscious. Our youth are winning. And all of that is true, but only for part of the story. Because Strava has no space for the young man in a rural village who wakes up every day racing against the weight of expectations he never asked for. Strava has no segment for the 19-year-old girl whose fastest run is the one she made in panic to a tiny clinic, hoping the nurse would not shout her name loudly at the door. Strava does not log the footsteps of the thousands of young people whose biggest marathon is not 42 kilometers on tarmac, but a lifetime sprint against stigma, poverty, and a virus that threatens their dreams. Today, we ask, what is Strava not telling us? Let's start with the urban youth, the young people of Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, to mention a few. Their pressures are different. Their fears are different. Their dreams are different. For them, health is about aesthetics and performance. Does my body look right? Can I beat my last time? How many kilometers did I clock this week? Did I post my run? Sports is not just exercise. It is identity, a community, a badge of belonging. The risks they fear sound like this. I hope I don't sprain my ankle again. I need to hydrate properly. My knee is giving me trouble. I hope I don't miss training. Their conversations happen in DMs, in running groups, in gym, WhatsApp chats. Their lives are built around structure. School, internships, gigs, meetups, safe neighborhoods, better access to clinics, gyms, and information. Their biggest competitor is the stopwatch. Now, walk with me for a moment into another Kenya, the one rarely posted online. Here, the ground is uneven. Opportunities are few. Dreams often die before they are spoken. Their risks sound like this. What will I eat today? Will my parents afford the fare to the hospital if I get sick? This boy said he loves me, but what if? Everyone is doing it. I don't want to look different. Here, the community they seek often hides in the shadows. Risky behaviors, secrecy, influence, and the harsh truth that a moment of acceptance can shape an entire future. For them, health is not performance. It is survival. Their marathon is not logged. It is lived. And the virus, HIV, still stands like a shadow at every corner. But we often talk about discipline. We say some youths are focused, others are losing direction. But is it really about discipline? Let's be honest. Some youth are running marathons. Others are running away from stigma. Some have gyms, others have none. Some have schools with counselors, others have schools without windows. Some have clinics with privacy, coded numbers, and friendly nurses. Others have clinics where your business becomes public before you even enter the gate. Some youth have safe spaces. Others have nowhere safe at all. So here is the Truth Room question for today. How much of who a young person becomes is shaped by discipline, and how much is shaped by the ground they are running on? 1. The boy in Nairobi. He wakes up at 5 a.m., drinks his protein shake, and checks his Strava feed. He lives in a world of speed, miles, and measurable progress. When he gets a flu, he books a clinic online. When he feels pressure from life, he goes for a long run. When he is sad, he joins friends at the gym. His health journey is supported by structure and community. 2. The girl in rural village in Kamoga. She wakes up at 5 a.m. too, but to fetch water. She dreams of going to college, but there is no money. The boy she trusts becomes her escape. Her friends tease her. You are still a child? We are not children anymore. One day, she gathers courage and walks to a local clinic. Before she gets inside, the nurse calls out loudly, "Hey, what are you coming to check?" People turn. She walks back home. Her health journey is shaped by fear. Is she less disciplined than the boy in Nairobi? No. She's simply running on a different road. This episode is not about shame. It is not about comparing youth or blaming them for the roads they walk. It is about opportunity, environment, and access. Here in the Truth Room, we ask deeper questions. Why can some youths run freely while others run in fear? Why is one young person worrying about race times while another is worrying about HIV test results? Why does one fear injuries but the other fears stigma? Why does one chase medals while the other chases survival? And most importantly, what can we do as a society to bring these roads closer together? Because a country cannot move forward if half its youth are moving ahead while the other half is being left behind. In rural Kenya, stigma is still so strong that young people avoid clinics until they are very sick. They fear being judged. They fear being seen. They fear being labeled. But HIV today is not the monster it used to be in the 1990s. With ARVs, treatment, information, and support, young people can live full, powerful, unstoppable lives. The problem is not just the virus. The problem is the silence around it. Urban youth talk about gym routines, running gear, and wellness. Rural youth wish they could talk openly about safe sex, relationships, and health, but fear buries their voices. This silence is costing lives. If you are watching this from Nairobi, Kisumu, Eldoret, Nakuru, Mombasa, or anywhere around the world, let today be the day you look beyond your Strava feed. Remember that your discipline is not the full story. The ground beneath your feet gave you an advantage. If you are watching this from a rural village, please know this. You are not alone. You are not doomed. Your road may be harder, but your worth is the same. And to every parent, teacher, leader, and peer listening, we must create environments where truth is safer than silence. Today we open a hard conversation, but in the Truth Room, we do not fear hard conversations. We face them with compassion. As we close episode 4, I want you to remember this. A youth is not defined by where they come from, but by the support they receive. Some are running marathons, some are running from stigma. But all of them deserve a road where they can run in freedom without fear. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for choosing honesty. Thank you for choosing courage. Until the next episode, stay safe, stay informed, and stay truthful.